Yeah. I'm right back at you like I never left, and I'm gonna go this hard to my last breath. It's Lil Kenny Russell, Kanoom, Consul, Moon. You already know what you're gonna get when you step in the room. You're now dealing with Kanoom. Yeah, I'm here. While I'm here, I'm gonna make the information direct and clear because a lot of y'all can't hear. Yeah. Now, welcome back to Make My Ancestors Great Again. This is another episode of Religion Develops Insanity. This is part 3. Religion Develops Insanity was taken from a live stream lecture I did. I believe I have seven part live stream lecture. They long form videos. They vary in the range from an hour, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours on down to like 30, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, somewhere up in there. But you can watch those in their entireties on my page, the YouTube page that you're looking at now. Today, I'm just going to share a short clip, give my thoughts on it and opinions, and further explain to you what's going on here that can develop insanity so that you make this stuff real. Because you start creating and making this stuff real when it was never intended on being historical, religion has developed that type of insanity in you that I'm speaking about. And that's what the show is about. It takes far-fetched information. It takes unbelievable, non-physical things that are non-humanly possible, and people, human beings, make these things possible and say, "Oh, it happened one time." See, it can't happen again, but it happened once upon a time because it was a different time period. Things like this were going on quite normally, but no, that's not true. Things that you see that I'm bringing to the table has never happened. It didn't happen then, so it can't happen again. They're it's humanly impossible for the things that I'm talking about to happen. A person sticking a stick down in the water and the seed part open, all that. So that's physically impossible. It's not happening. See, and they have silly biblical scholars and all that who waste hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, putting on displays and models and showing you, okay, if he stuck the staff in the water in the wind, he caught a nice, so much wind at that time. And they go back and say, oh, the wind was heavy at that time. You don't even know what time period it is. Nobody can definitively say what time period that Moses and Aaron stuck that staff in the ground. You don't know the date for that. At that time, the wind picked up. He stuck that in there and the wind split up. That's nonsense, fallacy, allegory, mythology, fiction, and oral tradition. And some of it is flat out goddamn lies. So let's look at the video do on it. This is a small clip from one of the videos entitled Religion Develops Insanity. It's a live stream lecture on my YouTube page. So you can look at the whole thing in its entirety if you choose to. So this is dealing with Matthew 27, verses 51 through 53. When this Jesus the Christ was murdered on the cross, it said everybody who was dead, all the saints that was dead, jumped out of their grave, just like I'm looking now in human form, got out, dug themselves out of the grave, and walked in town and appeared to many. Now, it's a problem with that. Nobody ever wrote about an occurrence like this in history. See? And history is best rewarded. History is best qualified to reward all research. So if you don't see it in history, 9 times out of 10, it didn't happen. It's just literature. This is literary supposed history, not human being history. None of these names existed, and none of these events happened in real time, just in the Bible. Let's look at it. The spirit don't have to pop out of the grave. You pushing up out of the grave as a human being, you hang out there to the resurrection. See? And go in the city and appear to many. Let me continue. This is folklore and nonsense. This is a picture of this folklore. This couldn't have been actuality because it would be written in history all over the place by every civilization who ever came after this. Okay? This is sad. Look at all this. As soon as he died, the rocks opened up, all this, and people just came out the grave, rose, and just walked around the walking dead. If you go up to a Bible carrier and a Bible believer say, "Hey, do you believe in the walking dead?" He said, "No, man, I asked me nothing like that." And then you read a Matthew, let me go back. You read Matthew 27:51, he'll look stupid. Okay, that's the video. And what I'm explaining there is the occurrence or the event they say took place in Matthew 27, verses 51 through 53. As Jesus was murdered and viciously murdered on the cross, it says, I'm going to read it to you right here. Matthew 27:51 says this, and behold, the veil of the temple was rent in twain from top to bottom. It's talking about Jesus's body. The earth did quake and rocks rent. The rocks broke, the earthquake, saying the whole world cracked open, I guess, where they were at. And the graves were opened, and many bodies of the saints which slept arose. That means the graves was open. Many of the people who were dead, they woke and came out of their graves. See, as a human, not spirit, came out of their graves after his resurrection and went into the city, the holy city, and appeared unto many. Now, I got a problem with that. Okay, many problems. Who ever seen this take place except Matthew? Nobody. This is not historical. The whole world is letting us believe that this Jesus the Christ did something miraculous by becoming the first person in human being history to ever resurrect. See, but it's resurrections all through the Bible when they was once dead and they woke up, but they saying it don't count because they didn't raise their own self up. See, these people, when you are in religion, you develop insanity to thinking that the only people that can do these far-fetched, believable things is the people that you trusted, the names you trusted: Abraham, Moses, Isaac, Noah, all this silliness, Jesus the Christ. These are the only people that could have had that physical impossibility become possible. Nobody else in the world could have did this. See, but if you go all through the Bible, you'll see that many people was resurrected for Jesus Christ. Many. He even resurrected a few before he died and became resurrected. So it doesn't mean nothing. But when you show them that, they say, yeah, but they didn't resurrect themselves. It's always something going on that they have to try to rescue this garbage. No one in human being history ever seen a whole town of dead people who was once dead Wednesday or Thursday, popped out of their grave Sunday and just went all through town. Hey, Billy, you woke up again? We thought you was dead. And this was a common occurrence. And the Bible was miraculous. Just everyday life. Hey, man, oh, there go Grandpa. Grandpa died last week. All right. How you doing, man? You want stew? Feel like eating some soup and bread? This is foolishness. Nobody in human history has ever wrote about this occurrence. Only in Matthew 27:51 through 53 can you find this. Show me one historical mention of people jumping out of their graves in human being form. They was dead and walking into the holy city. See, this is oral tradition, allegory, mythology, and fiction. But people give their life believing that this is real. This is a flat out lie. And this is the number one point on why religion develops insanity. It's many, but this one right here takes the cake. Because in actuality, you believe in the walking dead or zombies. You see the walking dead and chainsaw massacre and zombies coming and all that. That's not so far-fetched when you read this scripture. You see, but this is not historical because again, like I said, history is best qualified to reward all research. Show me where this is historical at. What date did it take place? Nobody knows. Where did it take place at? They made up a place and they got names that they made up. And where's the other references? See, in history, they say, hey, in 600 AD, this happened. And you'll be able to go and find it. Show me where I can find that at. In human being history and other people mentioning that hundreds of people woke out of their grave who was dead, woke up and walked into the city and stayed there until the resurrection. It's Lil Kenny Russell, Canoom, Consort Moon. You already know what you're going to get when you step in the room. You're now dealing with Canoom. This is what I do, and I love to do it. And before I take back what I said, I add some more to it. Religion develops insanity for many reasons. First of all, you let a person be the leader of your spiritual, uh, wherever you should be doing spiritual. You let a gentleman named a bishop, pastor, deacon, any of these type of things, reverend, minister. You let this person be in charge of spiritual understanding. He's your spiritual leader. See, that's a problem. Spirituality is invisible. Nobody should be leading that but you. Second of all, you have a man God that you worship, a white man, a dead white man on the cross who supposedly once lived one day. He came to save the world. See, so religion develops insanity for many reasons, but I just gave you two there. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I thank you for watching. And remember, education and preparation is the first step to retaliation. So before you pick up a weapon, pick up some knowledge. And if you feel like you want to do something for me, like and subscribe because it don't cost you a fee. Yeah, yeah.